1952 Topps Mickey Mantle, one of the superlatives of our entire marketplace, and offered here as a PSA 4.5 with it, which is just earth-shattering in quality. It's easily the best copy at that grade level that we've ever seen. From a few inches away, the card looks like an 8. It's got surfaces and print that just exceed expectations, even for the high grades. The borders are white. It's almost dead centered. This card is just a gem that in many ways transcends the assigned technical grade, and we expect the market to sort of assess a value which is well north of the VGEX, typical level. The card does have some corner wear, which we can highlight for you guys and explain the grade. This card easily could have graded a 5 or a 5.5. I don't think anybody would have questioned it. It's a recipient of our exceptional designation, which we, in our opinion, puts it in the top 15%. It's just a whisker from what we could have called our superior, which is top 5%. It's just an immaculate card, which I think people will see is far beyond what the technical grade suggests. So going in on the details, first thing we want to point out, the print is otherworldly. There's a couple white flecks, or that is on the case. It's not on the card. It's just like a 3D look. There's no surface wear. It's a rich, glossy production. Looks like it fell out of a pack. As far as the technical details go, several of the corners are what we would consider to be high end. I mean, this corner here is at least near mint. This upper left, at least X mint, maybe near mint. This upper right has a bit of a touch to it, slight bit of enamel loss at the extreme tip, maybe an X mint corner, X plus at its worst. And then this lower right, which is hard to make out, but there is just a little bit of an enamel loss to that extreme surface tip. That's really the only thing that we can see to justify the grade. If it weren't for that, I think we'd be looking at a card that, for all intents and purposes, should have graded a 7. That corner is still square. From the back, it looks like a near mint corner. We're talking about just a very subtle technical flaw that to the eye appeal really it doesn't register, but from a technical merit we understand why PSA arrived at the grade they did. Arguably a little bit conservative. I think a 5 might have made more sense, but we can see the rationale. From the back, it's as fresh as the front. This is the corner that is the weakest from the front. As you can see from the back, it's got, I would say, attributes that are conservatively X mint or better. It's square. There's no loss. It's just a very nice looking corner. And then from there, everything just gets even better. These other corners that we would say are, again, conservatively X mint, near mint in nature. So all told, this is just a world-class example of a card at a grade level that it's kind of a dream come true. I think everybody wishes to own a card that looks like this, but they don't want to pay multiple 6 figures for it. This is about as good as it gets, and I think in terms of market value, we have to really kind of let go of what a VGEX copy is likely to bring, because even at like an X mint level, you can't find one that looks like this. So we're excited to feature it on the market. We really wish people the best of luck in their pursuit of it, and it comes as highly recommended. It's probably the prettiest 52 Mantle we've ever sold in our history for the grade assigned.